The Enchanted Princess. Once upon a time, a brave soldier named Achilles found himself embarking on a long journey towards his distant home after bidding farewell to his co-mister. For many days he traveled, and as his journey progressed he was left with no money at all to purchase food, neither for himself nor for his trusty horse, and his home remained very far away. Eventually, feeling very hungry and incredibly tired, Achilles stumbled upon a large and truly beautiful castle. He made his way inside, first tending to his horse by placing it in the stable and ensuring it had food. Afterward, he proceeded into the grand palace itself. Within one of the many rooms, Achilles discovered a magnificent table meticulously set with the finest foods and drinks a person could ever possibly wish for. He began to eat and drink, indulging to his heart's content, finding deep satisfaction in the unexpected feast. Suddenly his meal was interrupted by the unexpected entrance of a large bear. The bear, however, quickly spoke, attempting to reassure him, stating, "Oh, don't be afraid, I am not really a frightful bear." Achilles understandably replied, "Well, from where I am standing it looks like you are." E1 The bear then clarified, urging him to relax, "I am a fair maiden, an enchanted princess if you'd say, and if you will pass one night here my enchantment will be broken." Achilles initially expressed hesitation, saying, "I am sorry, but I don't think I would want to stay a night in the presence of a bear." The bear, persistent, reassured him again, "Don't worry, I will not harm you." To convince him further, the bear then showed Achilles a portrait of an exceptionally beautiful princess. "This is me, Princess Paris." The bear explained. Achilles, captivated by her beauty, exclaimed, "You're beautiful." The princess thanked him and then made a solemn promise, "And if you stay the night and help me break my enchantment, then I shall marry you. That is my promise." Achilles, envisioning her as his wife, declared, "I'd love to have you as my wife." "All right, I will stay the night." The princess expressed her gratitude, saying, "Thank you, and my name is Achilles." "Thank you, Achilles, I shall see you tomorrow." Achilles nodded in agreement, and the bear departed exhausted from his extensive journey. Achilles soon drifted off to sleep. When the sun finally rose the next morning, Princess Paris herself entered the room, looking even more beautiful than she had in her portrait. She joyfully announced, "You have helped me break my enchantment." Achilles, "Thank you, and as I promised, I want to get ready for the wedding." The wedding was promptly celebrated, and Princess Paris and Achilles lived happily together. As days passed, Achilles eventually found himself thinking of his old home and felt a strong desire to visit it. Princess Paris pleaded with him, "Please don't go, aren't you happy here, my dear?" Achilles affectionately replied, "I really want to see my old parents, but do not worry, I will be back soon." Princess Paris then consented, saying, "Well, all right then, if you must go, then please take this bag of seeds." She gave him a crucial instruction: "Wherever you go, throw these seeds on both sides of the road. Wherever they fall, trees will grow up from these trees, rare fruits will grow and beautiful birds will sing." Achilles, amazed by her magical nature, responded with deep gratitude, "Everything about you is so magical. I am so thankful to have married you, and I am grateful to have found you." He then kissed her hand and departed. Over the next few days, Achilles faithfully followed his wife's instructions, and wherever he went he threw the magic seeds behind him. Trees would miraculously rise, as if creeping directly out of the earth. One day, in the middle of a wide-open field, he observed a group of men sitting on the grass, engrossed in a game of cards. Near them a kettle hung, and remarkably the soup inside was boiling, even though there was no fire underneath it. Achilles greeted them, remarking, "Hello there, yeah, good lads, you have a wonderful thing, a kettle boiling without fire. That is awesome, but I have something more wonderful." He then took out a single seed and threw it onto the ground. In an instant a tree grew up, adorned with rare fruits. Upon Ts branches and wonderful birds singing all around it. The men, astonished, wondered aloud, where did he get those magical seeds from? It is only the enchanted princess who possesses these seeds. I think he is the guy who helped her break the enchantment that we casted upon her. He has to pay. Yes, let's make him sleep for half a year. Achilles remained unaware that these men were in fact the very magicians who had placed the enchantment upon Princess Paris. Without warning, they cast a powerful spell on him, and Achilles immediately dropped from his horse and fell fast asleep. Soon after this unfortunate event, Princess Paris was informed by her soldier that all the treetops which had sprung from Achilles' seeds were now dry and dead. Deeply concerned, she murmured, "Oh, this is not good. Something wrong must have happened to my husband." She decided immediately to go and look for him. She traveled by the very same road over which Achilles had gone, and when she reached the place of the open field, she saw a wonderful tree, and beneath it her beloved husband. She tried desperately to rouse him. She shook him, called his name repeatedly, and even pinched him, but he did not move a single inch. Princess Paris became incredibly angry in her frustration and sorrow, and in her anger she uttered a terrible curse upon him. "You sleepyhead, I wish a storm would raise you and carry you off far away to unknown countries." Hardly had she spoken these words when raging winds instantly came blowing and whistling, lifting the soldier into the air and carrying him off before the princess's very eyes. The princess immediately felt a profound sorrow for her words, realizing the gravity of what she had done, but it was already too late. "Oh no, what have I done?" she cried. Meanwhile, Achilles was indeed carried by the powerful wind and was eventually thrown upon an island. By the time he slowly opened his eyes, a full half year had gone by. He awoke, jumped straight upon his feet, and looked around bewildered, asking himself, how did I come here? Who brought me here? As he walked along the sandy beach of the island, he noticed three men fiercely fighting. They were the sons of a malicious magician. Achilles approached them, inquiring, "What is the matter? What are you young lads fighting for?" One of them explained, "So you see, our father died and left us three wonderful things: a flying carpet, 7-league boots, and an invisible cap, but we cannot seem to decide who gets to take what." Achilles, seeing an opportunity, wisely advised them, "Oh, you silly magicians, stop your fighting. If you wish, I will divide the things between you so that everyone shall be satisfied." The magicians readily agreed. Achilles then pointed to a distant coconut tree. "Now do you see that coconut tree? The one with its leaves touching the ground?" The magicians responded, "Yes, yes, yes." Achilles instructed them, "Keep the three wonders in the ground near me and race to that coconut tree and back. Whoever shall reach me first shall choose among the three wonders. Whoever shall reach second shall choose between the two wonders, and the third, well, he will take that which is left." In a flash the three magicians set out, running with great speed towards the coconut tree. Achilles, with a clever smile, swiftly took the 7-league boots, picked up the invisible cap, and sat down upon the flying carpet. He then set off to look for his kingdom. After some time had passed, Achilles arrived at a small hut and entered it. Inside he saw an old lady. "Good morning, grandmother." Achilles greeted her, "I'm very hungry, could you please give me something to eat?" The lady responded kindly, "Certainly, son, sit down." The lady then moved her hands in the air, and very soon a grand table laden with the tastiest food imaginable appeared out of thin air. Amazed, Achilles exclaimed, "Wow, you're a fairy." The fairy somewhat brusquely replied, "I am a lot of things, now shut up and eat your food." Achilles ate the food to his heart's content, feeling completely satisfied, and as soon as he was done, E table magically disappeared. He expressed his profound gratitude. Thank you so much for the food. Now if you could help me with something else, I'd be forever grateful to you. Achilles then narrated his entire story to the old fairy, concluding with his current plight. And so here I am trying to find my dear wife Paris. Please tell me how to find her. The fairy, initially exasperated, remarked, I never understood you young souls, ready to do whatever it takes for love. Achilles pleaded, please, I love her. The fairy retorted, not my problem. Achilles persisted, please, please, please. Finally she conceded, now right, all right, I will call the wind and ask him. He blows all over the world, so he must know where she lives. She went out upon the porch and called in a loud voice, O wind, come to me at once. Suddenly from all sides raging winds arose and blew so hard that the hut itself trembled. The fairy commanded the winds, come down, because raging winds, and tell me if you have seen the beautiful Princess Paris any. Where? The wind responded, yes, grandmother, a beautiful Princess Paris lives in a new kingdom. Her husband disappeared when in a fit of anger she cursed him, not knowing that he was under a spell by the evil magicians. She regrets her action and still longs for him, but now different kings and princes come to her every day to ask her hand for marriage. Achilles, anxious, asked, how far is it to that kingdom? The wind boasted, it will take 30 years to walk there, 10 years to fly upon wings, and if I blow I can carry one over in just 3 hours. The fairy, unimpressed, muttered, show off. Excuse me. Achilles, however, seized the opportunity, please, almighty wind, I beg you to carry me to my princess. The wind, asserting its authority, responded, first of all, calm down. Secondly, I will do it if you will allow me to reside in your kingdom for 3 days and 3 nights. Achilles, eager to be reunited with Paris, quickly agreed, I don't care, you may reside for 3 weeks if you like. The wind then instructed him, right, then get ready for the journey, but do not be afraid, I will not hurt you. The fairy again remarked, can't show off. Excuse me, nothing. Suddenly the strong wind whistled and blew with immense force. Achilles was lifted into the air and carried over vast mountains and endless seas, soaring right under the clouds. In just 3 hours he was in the new kingdom where the beautiful princess lived. The wind bid him farewell. Goodbye, young man, I'll pity you and do not want to stay in your kingdom. Achilles, puzzled, asked, why is that? The wind explained its immense power, because if I begin to move, not one house will be left in the cities, not one tree in the gardens. I will overthrow everything. I am the mighty wind. Achilles, recognizing its strength, replied, such a show-off. Excuse me, goodbye, you strong mighty wind, thank you for your service to me. Achilles then put on his invisible cap and made his way into the palace. He entered a large room where many kings and princes were sitting around a table, all of whom had come to woo Princess Paris and win her hand in marriage. When one of them offered her a beautiful diamond glass as a present, Achilles, still invisible, struck the glass, causing it to break. All the guests were utterly surprised by this inexplicable event. Just then the bag of seeds that Princess Paris had given him so long ago dropped from his pocket. Princess Paris immediately recognized the seeds, and with immense joy and realization she knew he was there. Ecstatic, she decided to give her guests a riddle to solve. All right, gentlemen, she announced, riddle me this. I had a wonderful handmade casket with a golden key to it. I had lost my key and had never expected to find it, and suddenly the key has found itself. Whoever shall guess the riddle shall be my husband. All the kings and princes present tried guessing the answer, but their efforts were in vain. Knowing her true love was near, Princess Paris called out, my love, if you are here, come on out and show yourself. Achilles then Okay, off his invisible cap approached the princess, took her hands and kissed them. He then revealed the answer to her riddle. Here's the key to my riddle. The casket is myself, and the golden key is my faithful husband. All the kings and princes frowned and left dejected by this turn of events. Princess Paris and Achilles embraced each other tightly. She expressed her deep remorse. I am so sorry, my love, my anger got the better of me. Achilles, understanding, reassured her and calmed down. The wind told me everything. I am not angry but glad to have found my way back to you. Princess Paris, relieved, said, thank you, my love. I promise to never lose my temper ever again. Achilles, with a chuckle, added a playful condition: as long as you do not send me off to a faraway island, my love. Ha ha ha. The two were incredibly happy to be reunited. Princess Paris, thinking of Achilles' happiness, sent her guards to bring Achilles' parents to the castle so that they could stay with them. Achilles was very happy and loved princess even more deeply. Princess Paris never lost her temper again, and as for Achilles, he learned a few magic tricks from his wife and was happy to use them whenever he could. The unfolding narrative of Achilles and Princess Paris is rich with several significant themes and showcases a remarkable journey of personal transformation and enduring affection. At its core, the story champions the profound power of true love and unwavering loyalty, illustrating how these virtues can overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles and great distances. Despite being separated by an accidental curse and facing numerous perils, Achilles' steadfast devotion to Princess Paris drives his entire quest to find her, culminating in a joyous reunion. A key aspect of the story is the intricate role of magic and its varied manifestations. The initial enchantment placed upon Princess Paris by the evil magicians serves as the foundational conflict, setting the entire plot in motion and highlighting the power that can be wielded against innocence. The magic seeds given by Princess Paris to Achilles are not merely fantastical items. They symbolize a connection to her power and act as a pivotal plot device, directly leading to Achilles' capture and enchanted slumber by the very magicians who cursed Paris. Later, the introduction of the magical artifacts, the flying carpet, the 7-league boots, and the invisible cap, serves as a classic fairy tale trope that empowers Achilles, enabling him to traverse vast distances and navigate dangerous situations with ease, thus directly aiding his quest for reunion. The benevolent fairy and the mighty wind also represent crucial supernatural helpers, providing essential guidance and transport, showcasing that assistance can arise from unexpected sources. The wind, while aiding Achilles, also subtly conveys the immense and uncontrollable power of nature, emphasizing its destructive potential even as it serves a good purpose. The characters themselves undergo significant development throughout their trials. Achilles begins as a humble, tired soldier, but his journey reveals his innate bravery, demonstrated by his willingness to stay with the bear and his sharp wit, particularly when outsmarting the magician's sons to acquire the magical items. His unyielding determination to find Princess Paris highlights his deep commitment. By the story's end, he even learns magic tricks from his wife, symbolizing his integration into her magical world and his continued growth. Princess Paris, initially a victim of enchantment, evolves into a resilient and self-aware individual. Her moment of intense anger leading to the accidental curse on Achilles is a crucial turning point, revealing her human flaws but also leading to profound regret and a subsequent commitment to self-control. Her clever riddle, used to identify Achilles among her many suitors, underscores her intelligence and longing, and her eventual mastery over her temper demonstrates her personal triumph. The narrative also subtly explores themes of consequence and forgiveness. Princess Paris's rash curse, born of frustration and sorrow, inadvertently leads to Achilles' disappearance, underscoring the potentially far-reaching impacts of unchecked anger. However, the story beautifully resolves this by emphasizing forgiveness and understanding as Achilles readily accepts her apology, highlighting the strength of their bond beyond momentary failings. The final scene with Princess Paris sending for Achilles' parents reinforces the theme of family and shared happiness, bringing a sense of completeness to their magical journey. Overall, the tale is a testament to the enduring power of love, the transformative potential of hardship, and the importance of self-control and forgiveness in achieving lasting happiness.